I have coached over 1,000 people in the last 3 years, and I want to tell you something that most people don't say aloud, but I'm going to tell you here. Most people are not broke because they have a money problem. Most people are broke because they are making three fundamental mistakes that I'm going to be exposing today. And if you see yourself in any of these, do not be embarrassed. Let's fix it and let's go. My name is Nancy, and I've been an active investor for the last 10 years, and I've worked in um, financial industries for the last 21 years. And I've seen these things happen many, 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 many times. And this is what we're going to be. So this is what we're going to be discussing. Like I was going to say, you do not need to be rich to invest, but only investing will make you ultimately wealthy. Okay. So these are the three mistakes people make. And this is why they're broke or they don't have money. The first thing is that they are waiting for the right time. Have you ever heard that? Oh, the market is too high right now. Let's wait for the dip so that we can invest at the right time. How do you know when the right time will be? There is never a right time to invest. The best time to have started investing was yesterday. The second best time to start investing is today. Have you heard that time in the market beats time in the market? So imagine I started investing 10 years ago. Did you know that by you consistently investing just £200 in the simple S&P 500 consistently for 10 years, do you know where you'll be today? But I bet that £200 you spent it on doing stuff that, all of us, shoes, bags, going out for dinners. So you can't really see that money. But if you had put it inside a structured way of investing, 10 years later, you'll be thankful that you started. So listen, do not try to time the market. Consistency is your strategy. You need to be consistent in investing to see the rewards. You need to start now. The second thing that most people ignore or mistakes they make is high interest debts. You're ignoring high interest debt. So this is you investing. Oh yes, I'm an investor, but you have credit card debt that the interest rate is about 20 something percent, 30. So even I've seen as high as 40%. Now I want you to think about it. Even if your investment, let's say in the S&P 500, simple S&P 500, is giving you a 10% return on investment, and your credit card debt is charging you 40% on interest every single year. Right? Good. You are going back 30%. So 40% high interest, and your investment is only giving you 10%. So you're negative 30% every single year. So debt restructuring is not something you should feel ashamed of. It is a strategy for your wealth building. So what I teach people the avalanche method. The avalanche method of paying off their debt. What is this? This is paying off the highest interest rate first, then you go down the ladder. So what I would recommend is if you have a lot of credit cards or loans, so what you should do is list them out in the highest interest rate first, then the next one, then the next one, then the next one. List it out on paper. It's important to see what you're doing, okay? So I always tell people, think on paper. Write it down and see which one is the highest. Attack the first one, the highest one first. So you're going to pay that off with everything you have. Everything you have. If you're going to get a second job, yes. If you're going to get a second hustle, absolutely. You're going to pay that off. If it's a credit card, you're going to cut that credit card up once it's paid off and attack the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Now imagine you had a list of 4 or 5 credit cards, and every month you were paying £500 back to service your loans and your debts. Once you've paid that all off, guess who has an extra £500 sitting now in their bank account? You do. And now, how can you build wealth with that £500? You were going to pay off your credit card and your loans anyway, so I don't want you telling me, oh, now I want to buy the latest shoes or the latest perfume. No, you are going to be deploying that £500 into your investments. Remember, we're here to build your wealth. We're not here to play with you. We're here to build your wealth. So you're now going to put them into ETFs and REITs. ETF system will give you growth because you're focusing on equities. And if you invest in REITs, which is real estate investment trust, you are exposing yourself into the property sector that gives you income every month. So a balance between both of them, the ETFs in your portfolio and the REITs in your portfolio, will give you balance and diversification. So now you know what to do with that extra money that we were using to pay off your debt. All right. Now, the next mistake most people make that they trivialize is not automating these things. Yes, most people are going to be relying on willpower. No, when willpower fades, when the ginger fades, what is going to keep you? The system you have built. So you must automate it. Okay. People invest, or people say, I'll invest what is left at the end of the month. Have you heard that before? Yeah. Don't worry, Nancy. I'm going to invest what's left at the end of the month. Wait, at the end of the month, what's left? Nothing. So what I tell my students to do is to confuse the enemy. What do you mean by that? The day you get paid is when we're going to set up our automation or automated way of investing on Trading 212. We'll set that date. So let's say I get paid on the 26th of the month. For my ETF pies and my REITs pies, I will set that my direct debit be taken out on the 26th of that month, the same day I get paid. So as my salary hits at midnight, Trading 212 takes off their money as well. By the time I wake up in the morning, my investment is done already. So now I live off on what is left. This is a concept that is called paying yourself first. Why are you going to pay your landlord first? Why are you going to pay your gas bill first? Why are you going to pay your electricity bill first? Why are you going to pay your car note first when you haven't paid yourself first? In the future, if you don't put anything aside for yourself, even these people that you've been paying for the last 20 years will chase you for your money. So now you have to start thinking about it yourself. Pay yourself first by putting this money aside, taking it out on the date you get paid, and just automate your investments. It's so simple. You can automate your SIP contributions, which is if you have your pensions. You can automate your cash ISA contributions for your savings, and you can automate your stocks ISA contributions for your investing. It is important to automate it because consistency beats intensity every point in time. Okay, so now this is the mindset piece that I want you that underpins all of this. This is where most people miss it, and they treat investing as just something that can be done later. No, wealthy people treat investing as priority. Why? Because it is. Did you hear that? Wealthy people treat investing as priority because it is. This is the singular thing that will be used to build wealth. Now, for me personally, I don't want to be working in my 60s. No. I want working to be an option, not a necessity. I don't want to work at 60 in my 60s. I don't want to have to do that. So what am I going to do now that in my 40s, I'm planning for my future so that I'm financially free in my 60s? This is what investing will do for you. Data has shown, if you read the book called The Millionaire Next Door, even people like us, your day-to-day people, your neighbor that is just there that looks normal is a millionaire. Why? Because these people know these things and they started investing when they were young. So as they started their jobs, they put aside a certain amount every single month to start investing. So they come up in their 40s, in their 50s, and you're like, oh, Bob, you're not going to work anymore. Oh no, I retired at 50. How did you do that? In this UK economy that everything is everything in, yes, because they have planned. So investing will ensure that you become financially free if you are consistent, and automation would help with consistency. Okay. So now for mistake one, waiting for the right time to invest. There's never a right time to invest. The fix is start now, automate it and be consistent. Number two, investing with high interest debt. Get rid of your debt. Now, get rid of your debt. Use the avalanche method. Be aggressive with it, okay? And now, if you have found this content valuable, which I hope you have, you've learned something new. Listen, guys, information without implementation is just entertainment. I did not come to entertain you. I came to make your life better by teaching you strategies and tools you can use to become financially free. Are you feeling me? Okay, so I'm on TikTok every day, 12 p.m. If you want to meet me, you're going to see my TikTok name in the description. Okay. I also have a free ETFs and REIT training. I'm going to share the link as well in my description. And I'll also invite you to join my masterclass. My masterclass is where I break down in detail. Come on, how to implement, how to invest in ETFs. I share 8 ETFs you can invest in. This is all for educational purposes, and this is never financial advice. And I also share 7 REITs that we can start investing. And the very next month, we get our first dividend payout, which is the income generating part of our portfolio. Okay. Then once you have done the class, you now join the most sought after investing community of like-minded individuals where I've taught over 1,000 of us this same strategy. And guess what? Everybody's in the green. Yes, because it is low to medium risk. We're not gambling. No, we have a long-term mindset, putting little drops that will make a mighty ocean at some point. So this is not a get rich quick scheme and will never be a get rich quick scheme. This is a get rich eventually scheme, but you need to be in it to play to become financially free. Okay. So until next time, you have any comments, any questions, comment in the comment section. I hope to see you in the next time I release a video. Please like, comment, share this video so that you, your family, your frenemies, your enemies, your lovers, your boyfriends, your girlfriends can start their investment journey today. Thank you. Until next time, see you. Remember, consistency beats intensity.